The pimp brought $250,000 like it was a basket of miracles. This time Director Lai decided to play a trick and had the pimp meet with Zheng Wu's, a guy who is Director Zheng from the North Korean Security Department, overseas anti-espionage specialist, recently reassigned to the Foreign Economic Committee. Simply, he handles money, Director Lai does checks. But Director Zheng looked at the pimp's intel and clearly wasn't impressed. He suggested skipping the business, just having the pimp supply military secrets. If top-notch, he'd pay $300,000, like a government job. Naturally, the pimp's mind started spinning. This wasn't quite to his liking. After all, who would consider becoming a spy just for you? The pimp, furious, acted like he was about to storm out. Just as he was about to leave, the phone rang. It was Director Lai. He pretended not to be mad, then kept up the act, truly a master thespian. In other words, the pimp prepared intensely, especially after displaying Quiz 3 replica Rolexes. He went to the designated room alone, underwent thorough searches, and sat down in front of Director Lai, ready to toast. To everyone's surprise, he refused, claiming his father died from drinking, and promised his mom never to drink again. Hearing such an excuse from a kid was hilarious. The pimp couldn't be bothered with that punk, and soon they were both yelling at each other. Director Zheng, infuriated, whipped out a gun for threats, but the pimp didn't flinch. He met it with gusto. After they argued heatedly, Director Lai felt it was time for harmonious music. The pimp seized the moment to ask for the restroom. Turns out, he had sneakily left a recorder behind, and with a little sleight of hand, he cleverly tucked it away. Just as he stepped out, he bumped into North Korean security, definitely a body search showdown. He smartly turned around and headed to the front desk to reclaim those 3 Rolex replicas, definitely securing his own safety. However, Director Zheng wasn't having any of it and led his team downstairs for a check. Talk about being too serious. A scuffle broke out, and a watch fell to the ground just as the pimp was about to be found out. It was a nail-biting moment when Director Lai immediately ordered Zheng to withdraw. Executives saw the Rolex and rejoiced as if finding a treasure. It was as if the spirit of Li Chan he had possessed him, welcoming visitors with open arms. "Thank you." After returning to the table, Director Lai demonstrated a sincere attitude this time and took the initiative to openly discuss the issues of North Korea. The traditional industrial connections have now been monopolized by certain leaders, making it extremely difficult to forge a new path, particularly given that the profits involved are indeed very slim. This surely didn't meet the pimp's expectations. Director Lai said they needed a fresh approach for sustainable benefits. Introducing Korean flagged N. Korea sounded easy, but General Kim said it wouldn't fly. This made things quite complicated. A small enterprise could hardly manage that. Director Lai stated if the pimp could propose a suggestion, it would definitely lead to exclusive sales opportunities. Having spent 2 years in Beijing, witnessing all these rapid changes, he couldn't help but reflect on the stunning night view outside. He wished North Korea could embody that spirit of reform. Subsequently, he took out an antique and requested the pimp's help to send it to South Korea. This was a well-known secret that had helped General Kim raise funds during tough times. The pimp had no choice but to comply with the request, but after assessment, it turned out to be a counterfeit. The pimp realized it was yet another high-stakes test. It was like a maze. If you didn't know it was fake, come on, how could you be a successful businessman? If you spotted it was fake and called it out, that's embarrassing. Even if you partner up later, you won't go too far. If you see it's fake yet pay market price, that's bribery. Not a savvy businessman move. Your suspicion wouldn't work in your favor, perhaps supported by some big shots, but with ulterior motives. Overall, the options appeared to be dead ends, yet the pimp's response was a textbook case. At their next meeting, the pimp cleverly and resourcefully introduced a fantastic collaboration plan aimed at pleasing them. The plan was to get a South Korean firm to shoot in North Korea, which provided the venue at low cost. He handled all filming. As is widely known, Koreans hold special affection for the breathtaking beauty of North Korea, making it effortless to cooperate for a decade. With this, the pimp now possessed the freedom to come and go in North Korea, rendering intelligence gathering a walk in the park. Director Lai clapped cheerfully and motioned for the other two to step aside, as if to preliminarily agree to the proposal. But let's be real, dealing with the ads went beyond his authority, so he'd have to rush back to Pyongyang to consult the jet. The pimp was over the moon, feeling victorious, and next came the chat about the antiques. To his astonishment, when he opened the briefcase, he discovered that it contained only 24 American dollars and some imported medications, a truly unexpected surprise gift package. This situation left many clueless about the intricacies and nuances involved. Of course, I knew it was fake, but I could use the watch to justify myself. You were out to get me by gifting a fake antique, allowing me to save face, and well, call it even. This money serves as an apology. I don't have any connections, so I can't offer much else, just some essentials you may need. These meds are priceless, not something you can buy with money. The rectorless slight smile signaled he was pleased with this resolution. The pimp handed the filming job to a professional team who were blissfully unaware of the details, so exposure wasn't likely. Just as the pimp was busy preparing for the festivities, a little hiccup arose back home.